Hello, this is Webster from my therapy garden. We're pulling the dirt, help to take away the hurt. Today, we're going to look at the Eastside Garden. We're going to look at the Eastside Garden to see what's blooming. And we know the Eastside Garden is on the east side of the house, just right of the coniferous garden. Now we have this beautiful Japanese maple tamukiyama. Then we have some daylilies, and we use the daylily to form the border of the garden. We have an hydrangea here. This is an invincible hydrangea. And we know that this is a smooth hydrangea, otherwise called arborescens. And it started off in a what is that now? Like a burgundy color with little white flowers at the edges. You have a nice lace cap. But as it gets older, that burgundy color fade to white. So we have new and old blooms we can see on this arborescens hydrangea invincible. Now I have lots of hydrangea along here. We have endless summer in the back here. And this endless summer, the original bloom struck. Then we have another lace cap right here. And this is tough stuff, I think. I would have to find the name of it. But it's a beautiful lace cap double. And then we have another small one here. And this one is tough stuff. We have another arborescens here, which give you a darker color. And this is an invincible little marvet, another invincible hydrangea. But it have more of a red color, and it's not a lace cap as the other invincible. In the back we have our Japanese umbrella pine. And then we can see our dahlias right there coming up. We have another dahlia right here. Our ground cover is just taking over. Creeping Jenny. This one is called Goldilocks. Nice and have that golden color. Creeping Jenny as our ground cover. We have some purple oxalis, which give a nice contrast, the purple and the chartreuse or the yellow of the creeping Jenny. Just a little whimsical I put right here. Put moss in my little bird feeder because it broke, so it couldn't hold the water in it anymore. So I just put moss on top, which I like because I'm trying to get moss along my path here, which I'll show you. I'm trying to encourage moss, and I bought some moss and spread it along here. And I also got some from a friend. So I'm struggling to encourage moss here, like I said, from I started it. I know it's going to be an uphill battle because we get lots of sun along this path because my conifers aren't tall enough yet to provide the shade that's needed. So I'll keep watering it, you know, to get that moisture in this area so the moss can thrive. So hopefully in another couple of years or so, we'll have a moss walkway here, which will be something different in the garden. Continue along. Geisha Gone Wild, Japanese maple, with the variegation of the leaves. Beautiful Japanese maple, Geisha Gone Wild. I'm so happy for this year. These hydrangeas are flowering. Miss Sari, which I got from, I bought it online from Mr. Maple. So yes, Mr. Maple sell more than just maple trees and conifers. They have specialty hydrangeas and other rare plants also. And this is a Miss Sari. You can see it's double flower on that moped hydrangea. And the leaves are reddish, not just green, but they kind of have that red highlights to it. I have two of them. Surprisingly, this one is more pinkish or purplish, and the other one have more of a blue to it. But some are still have that purple color, which is great because then it looks like the plant have two colors, and I like that. We have Japanese maple in a pot, and this is Prince Charming, which is a fine leaf Japanese maple. The leaves are smaller than a Tamukiyama or a Crimson Queen, and that's why you can know the difference. The leaves are much finer, they're smaller also. So that's a Prince Charming. We have some heuchera in the back. You know, when we started the garden, it was so small. You know, it was a narrow path here by the house, so we had heuchera along the house. Now we are struggling to see them, but they are surviving and thriving back here because I think they like the coolness against the house, and also they're now getting lots of shade from the plants to the front. But under ideal condition, I would put the heucheras to the front of the garden because they're so small, and now they're hardly seen in the back. But they're doing great, so I'll just keep them there because, you know, my garden wasn't planned out in the sense like everything was put on paper and I decide, you know, what to plant here or there. It just grow and grow, and as it expand, you know, things change, and it just so happened that some taller plants are in the front and the smaller ones in the back. Okay, this is another hydrangea, and this is a mountain hydrangea. I can't remember the name off my head, top of my head right now, but I'll write it below. But it's beautiful, first time flowering, and you can see that the flowers are huge. They're big. Look at that. Nice bicolor, that blue and white. And of course, if the soil is alkaline, you'll get that pink and white. But in any color, this is just as beautiful. Beautiful mountain hydrangea. Next we have Edwards, another Japanese maple. And it's a fern leaf Japanese maple, growing nicely. It's been here about 3 going 4 years now. And my peony, which finished flowering. I need to cut off the seed pod. But like I said, I like, I told you in the last video that I kind of like the seed pods, because after the peonies finish flowering, you know, instead of just having green leaves, and the green leaves are attractive, but it have the seed pods, which are attractive too. So I like that. So I keep it for a while on my peonies. Another Japanese maple. That we have back here. Contrasting with the red one, we can see that this is a green Japanese maple. And this is a lemon lace. Fine leaf. And these leaves would be like a waterfall, like the waterfall Japanese maple, but the leaves again are smaller, kind of like the Prince Charming and your Crimson Queen. I think the lemon lace and the waterfall would look similar, but the lemon lace leaves are smaller. More heucheras back here. Then my fern, Godzilla. These are Japanese painted fern. And these are big ferns. Now another hydrangea that we have hiding in here. Let's move the fern a bit so we can see the beautiful blooms. And this hydrangea is a new hydrangea. So let me find the tag to get you the name of it. And it's a Sax Red 13 or Lime Lovebird Hydrangea. Lime Lovebird Hydrangea. Boxwood around here for the AC, and these are English variegated leaf boxwood. English variegated leaf boxwood. 2 new hydrangeas I get last fall, and these are Stargazer, which, looking at the tag, this is what it should look like. Stargazer. So we should have some flower further in the summer. You can see budding up there, and this one small buds. My sweet potato vine that I have in the basket here. And this is Sweet Georgia, heart light green. It's heart light green. So Sweet Georgia, sweet potato vine with the heart-shaped leaves and that lime green color. More daylilies in the back. Another Japanese maple, Maikojaku. Common name for this Japanese maple is a dancing peacock, because in the fall it's just multicolored and just beautiful. Now we have some verbena boreensis. And this beautiful conifer here. And this is a Chamaecyparis obstrusa verdeni. Chamaecyparis obstrusa verdeni. It's a dwarf conifer, fits in perfectly right here against the Japanese lantern to give it that loose feeling of a Japanese garden. More daylilies and hydrangea. And this is Nico Blue hydrangea. So we have lots of blooms on this Nico Blue. The one on this side, and I plant 2 of them so we can have a big Nico Blue right here. But the one on the back side don't really bloom this year. Maybe later on we'll have some bloom. But Nico Blue. And as we admire more daylily, one of my favorite daylily is this one. Always remind me of mango sherbet. So I just love that. Another nice, excuse me, another nice conifer that we have here. And we've extended this garden a bit this year. And this is the extended portion of it, where I put a peony, camellia there, another beautiful hydrangea. And this is a small hydrangea just for the front of the garden here. And this is Tough Stuff Top Fun from Proven Winners. Tough Stuff Top Fun. That's a mouthful right there. Beautiful lace cap small hydrangea that we have here. And we have another peony. This is the other side of that Nico Blue, which for some reason we won't be having lots of flower on this side because it didn't bud up a lot. I don't know the reason why, but hydrangeas are like that. Sometimes they flower a lot, sometimes they don't. And as we come to this little portion, which I always call my annex, more hydrangeas. And these are Summer Crush hydrangea. Not as red as I hope, but it's beautiful because we get that red and purple in the mix. We get the red and the purple. But they're all Summer Crush from Endless Summer. My rain barrel here to collect my rainwater that I use to water my plants. But right here, my little garden annex is just hydrangea. Actually, at the top in this pot, we still have a witch hazel, which I show pictures of this on Instagram when it was flowering in the winter. And this is the witch hazel right here in my garden annex. But this is just a lovely spot right here with all the hydrangea. I have some daylilies coming up, which I planted this year, but when I extend the garden a bit. And you can see, I was doing lots of extension in the back here over the winter. So I extend the garden annex, I extend the Eastside Garden just a bit. And of course, with my irregular garden, I extend the Round Pollinators Garden to what we have now as my just irregular garden, which I'm considering lily pad, because most of the lilies that we have over there. So I'm considering calling it the lily pad. Okay, so back to the Eastside Garden. We just look at the Eastside Garden, guys, for this morning. If you like my Eastside Garden, the extension and new plants that I have, I'm focusing on hydrangea right here on the Eastside Garden. You know, the macrophyllas here because they get morning sun but afternoon shade. On the hill, I try to go with the panicles because they can take more of the sun. So we're getting more and more macrophylla, hydrangea in this garden. You know, I have to tell you guys that I was inspired by my friend Moya from Garden Addicts when she was making her, what she always called it, hydrangea alley. She was making her hydrangea alley. So I was inspired by her to look into hydrangea, and I found that these macrophyllas will survive along the Eastside Garden here. So I'm getting more and more hydrangea, so we can have this hydrangea walk right here. You like this tour, guys? Please give it a thumbs up. If you have question or comment, please drop a line down below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new video. From my therapy garden to yours, this is Webster. We're playing the dirt, help me to take away the hurt. And today we just did a tour of the Eastside Garden. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next video. God bless. And thanks for all your support. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.